Before we even arrived here, the connection had already begun. Through telepathic communication with the clansmen of this land, one of the younger males was brought forward, and it was not by chance, but by ceremony. His initiation into wielding his gifts and learning to connect with humans. When we finally set foot on this land, we saw how perfectly it held the energy. The place itself felt like it had been chosen long before us. Every stone, every tree, every shimmer on the water anchored the transmission, making it clear this was no ordinary encounter. This was a rite of passage, for him stepping into his gifts, for us witnessing, and for you as you feel this ancient connection echoing through your own being. A knock just as we were setting up before. So we're in hairy man country, and last night I connected with the tribe here, and they sort of put forward a young male who they chose to, it's almost like a rite of passage for him, sort of like an initiation to connect with the humans their way, using their gifts. So through the elements, breath and things like that. So I'm just really hyper aware right now of what we are hearing and experiencing through the wind and the land and the birds and all the things. So his name is Abaya, and he was waiting for us, literally. So that's that.
Yeah, but see here we've got this beautiful little tea tree lake, right?
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, it's a tea tree lake, which is these paper barks here, right? See you can see the white tree, the two trees here. The one before it looks like paper on it.
Yeah.
Right, they're paper barks.
Wow.
Also, they're known as tea trees, and what they do is they stain the water that tea colour.
Really? Is that what this is?
Yeah, that's why it's this colour. Is it's a stain from the tea trees, the oil coming in, and that's what stains this little lake. Wow. But it's a beautiful little lake.
Beautiful spot.
Yeah, like lots of Banksias.
And again, we just chose this intuitively.
Yeah. And yet again, the grevilleas here, they're starting to take off as well. Like the last spot had grevilleas as well, and they're...
Okay.
Yeah, like this is a beautiful little spot here.
Wow. So that would be healing to swim in?
Yeah, tea tree.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's like tea tree, like good for the skin, good for the...
Great.
You know, good for like if you got like mites or bites, or just say you have a hairy man and you got fleas, then you'd be swimming in these lakes here, that would kill off or it at least or they'd jump off you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this is tea tree's been used in this country for, well, during a time really, but you know, certainly and recently tea trees are very widely used oil. You know what I mean? It's used in so many different
beautiful. I thought that's what you were going to do, leaning.
Yeah, I know, I had the lean going. Right, get that fibre out.
That's a bee.
Yeah, just don't panic, just it'll do its thing. B's a good sign.
I was just thinking that too. My initial reaction is always freak, and then I'm like, hold on.
Yeah, like B is a good sign, which means there's lots of certainly lots of flowers opening up this spring. It's spring here, so everything's starting to come alive.
Spring is springing. It's coming back. And I have to remember that this is literally how this young hairy man is learning to master his gifts through the elements, through nature. So it's my own initiation, really, into not fearing the bush. That bee came through when we were in the last state forest, remember? We had a lot going on there. That was a bee, wasn't it? That was a bee.
What?
My foot's stuck on this
What was a bee?
When we were in the state forest, when we connected with the female Ililia A, and we had the bee, the chuffs or the coughs, whatever those birds are called, that land was really, it was a vocal place, that one.
Yeah, it says this seems to be. Yeah, I just love the sound of nature. Like there's something therapeutic about that. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah.
And you're saying you did hear something before.
Just as
when we got
setting
here,
up.
like I wasn't listening. I was too busy thinking of something important. Don't know what that was.
Or
like,
not at all.
Well, you know, like I was thinking about something important that would save the world. You know, something ingenious, but yeah. Anyway. Yep. Solve the problems of the universe. Yeah.
Yeah, the first noise was a tree. I couldn't tell if it was a knock or a break. Just through here, it wasn't far away. And then I heard a really big noise. I couldn't tell if it was a vocal noise or making noise on the ground. But it was loud to me.
Oh, and I got Thumpy. Thumpy's back in action today.
Yay!
Yeah, we got Thumpy back in action. So we'll send
We
out
love
some.
Thumpy.
Yeah, we'll send out some messages and see what comes back. But I guess if you're not listening, you're never going to hear. I know that sounds stupid, but
It's true.
you know, like. Yeah, it's a peaceful spot here. Like there's a certain peace about this little spot here. Like it's very calm. You can see why. To be used as a training site. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah. Plenty of elements to pull from, draw from. What a cool spot. Like we thought, oh yeah, that looks like a creek in the map in the middle of nowhere. We'll go there. And it's a tea tree lake.
Yeah, it's a tea tree lake. Yeah.
It makes sense how you were saying it can help get the bugs off you and things, because from the people, from the humans that have had close eyewitness accounts, they actually say the hairy man hair is actually quite clean. Like it's not stinky at all. It looks nice and clean. And for beings that have literally been here for millions of years, it makes sense that they would have found ways to deal with all the things.
Well, yeah, like if I've got lice, I'm going in tea tree.
Yeah.
Eucalyptus is another one as well. Like, you know, you can use that as well.
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah, because I remember... Oh, that just reminds me. Yeah, it reminds me of a story. I was in the Greek islands, funny enough.
Oh, yeah.
And we were staying at this little joint on I don't know, one of the islands, and I was with a few other people from different places in the world, and there were fuckloads of mozzies. Like fuckloads of mozzies, and they had these eucalypt trees planted on this island, right, which is an Australian native tree, eucalypt, and so I broke off heaps of branches, right, and I rubbed it all over me, because in the leaf there's an oil, and I rubbed it all over me, and they thought I was fucking nuts. They thought I was fucking nuts, rubbing these fucking branches all over me, and I'm going, mate, fucking give it a go, you'll be surprised. And
it worked?
Well, nobody did, but and then I laid the branches on top of me bed when I was sleeping, right, and the leaves and that. Mate, didn't get bitten by one mozzie, and these guys got ravaged by them. And so the next night, everybody's fucking rubbing.
Wow.
Everybody's rubbing leaves all over them. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it was fucking hilarious. Actually, they looked at me like I was just some nut job, and I'm going, "No, man, trust me. Rub leaves on you. It'll stop the mozzies." They, you know, like they were just like going, "No."
Yeah.
But anyway, that was a classic. That one.
I just almost feel instantly zoned out when we do this.
What's that? The willy wagtail, maybe?
Oh, is it?
Oh, I'm not sure. It's a pair of
Like
them
the flames are licking at me.
Yeah, it'll lie down in a second. Yeah, sorry, I didn't realise it was going to head you. I thought it was going to head that way. But yeah. Still, douche. Wow. I wish we had a fucking seen that.
What?
Two little birds like dancing in the air.
Really?
Yeah, and they were, I think they were mating in the air on the fly, and they went down, and then they fell into the water, and then they just took off. Crazy. Yeah, I like these. I really like these tea tree lake environments. Like, they're a little bit different. They're certainly different than the inland, because we're out more towards the coast, right, today. So it's a different environment here. These tea tree lakes are they're more of a coastal environment, right? So the Banksias, they're a dead giveaway of a coastal region. You know what I mean? So we're not in the forest in that. We are, of course, in the forest.
We are in the forest, yeah.
But we're closer to the coast. You know what I mean? Like, it changes from that inland environment, and it starts to become a more coastal environment. And these tea trees are a very obvious, place. Like, they grow in these coastal wetlands. You know what I mean? Like, we used to cook our fish in this paper bark.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. You'd what we used to do, right, when we were fishing, you'd catch a fish, and you rip off. You get paper, because this is why they call it paper bark. You see, and you'd wet it in the water. So you wet that in the water.
Wow.
And then you wrap your fish in it, because you get a big bit.
Yep.
And you soak it in the water and get it all wet. And you wrap your fish in it, right?
Wow.
And then you put it in the coals, and it cooks your fish inside this. It steams your fish.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it steams your fish.
Love that.
Yeah, it's a cracker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. keep thinking I'm fucking hearing things over there, eh? Like,
Yeah, that's where I heard the noises.
I keep thinking, I'm going, fuck, is there something over there?
Yep. Yeah. They also said we might find some tree structures here because there is
Some what?
there is tree structures in here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so have a little look around when we finish.
Righto, so we're looking for tree structures.
The trees are actually really interesting here. Like some of them are really windy.
Yeah. Windy.
Which is interesting because we came through so much pine forest, which are just dead straight trees.
Yeah, but see, that's this wetland area.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, it doesn't grow trees like tall and straight.
Yep.
Right, it grows them because the roots, with being a wet land, the roots they're a bit more or less, I don't know, it's a bit hard to explain it, but there's just a different species of tree in these wetter lands to cope with so much water. Oh, you right there?
Oh, it just caught me.
Just got smoked. Smoked, you know, like it's a different breed of tree to cope with the continual water, wet.
Yes.
Because the ground's waterlogged, you know, like.
Yep.
So,
What a cool spot to land today.
yeah, well, we picked this one out of the blue, like.
Yeah. Wow. And then we'll see. I just heard something again. Did you hear that?
No.
Over that way again. A bellowing something again. I can't tell you what it even sounded like.
So is this it's the same sort of area that's heading out towards that army base, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like we're on the way to that
Yes.
place, eh? Like,
Yeah. So this forest, the forest we're in, there was, it wasn't a sighting, but it was, what would you call it, an encounter. A couple were going through this forest and they stopped to look at some brumbies.
Oh, yeah, that's, yeah.
And it was just on twilight and they were just watching these beautiful brumbies just eat and do their own thing. And then they said the loudest fucking roar ever just bellowed through the trees. And they said it was the kind of roar you feel in your body. It was that intense. And they said the brumbies all took off, scattered, and they took off too.
It's such a common story to take off. Like, you know, like to hear something, right, that makes you fucking bad jump in your car and fuck off. Like, it's got to be spooky. Like, it doesn't matter where this noise is coming from. Ultimately, it's the noise itself is obviously enough to spook the fuck out of someone and make them jump in their car and go, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now,
and we're talking serious bushmen, old veterans, ex-army, like experienced hikers, people that are used to the bush.
yeah, like you're hearing something that's so out of the norm.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know, you hear the noise of some animals and it puts a chill up your spine. You know, like the Tasmanian devil, mate. You hear that noise, right? It's a marsupial in Tasmania, right? You hear them, mate, and it scares. And it absolutely sends a chill up your spine. Like, you know what I mean? And some animals, and I'm not sure, I don't know about other animals in other countries. I just know the ones about in here. Sometimes you hear something and you go, it's naturally, instinctively sends a chill up your spine.
Mm-hmm.
Now, most noises are known noises.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The fact that it's an unknown noise, now that brings credence to, what everyone who's saying they've heard these, the bellowing of something, you know what I mean? Like it just says to me, whatever it was that made that noise obviously scared the absolute fuck out of them. You know what I mean? Like,
and we're talking about people even in the US. They know what a bear sounds like. They know what a bobcat sounds like, and all their other animals that roar.
Will eat ya.
These are experienced people who know the sounds. They've been out there for like 20, 30 years, and they said it's like nothing they have ever heard or experienced in their life.
Which we were talking about cryptozoology.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like we were discussing on the way here about this cryptozoology, Now, I look at that and I go, well, new species are getting found still to this very day. You know what I mean? Like just because
Yep.
just because something isn't known doesn't mean there's nothing there.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like there's species certainly in unpopulated areas. You know what I mean? Like the unpopulated areas, obviously, you can't know everything about everything. Like fuck,
No.
it's an impossibility. But
The times are changing. We used to live together with these people. I know a very long time ago, but it would be so nice to be able to do that again. That's why they are starting to connect with people.
ooh, we got bubbles.
Yay.
We got bubbles.
Just got cool.
Yeah, nice. Cloud cover just come over.
Hear that?
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, that would have heard that too, I reckon. Yeah. Like, I heard it.
Yeah, for you to hear it.
Yeah, that's right, for me to hear it. Yeah, for old deaf ears.
I was listening to an eyewitness account on a Yowie podcast in Australia, and this guy, just in Mapleton, in the Mapleton area.
Yeah, I used to work up there.
Yeah, he pulled up, let his dog out the car. The dog ran into the bush, and he went after it. And he said this thing was on all fours, but it stood up on two legs. It was all white. Had a human face, all white hair, but this one had a tail. He said it walked really slowly. It just wasn't really interested in him. Thank you. I thought, wow, that's the first time I've heard of something having a tail.
That's where I think that's the forest. That is the forest. I know it was at Maloney, Mapleton, up in that area. That's where I had that experience with the army.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That was up there. That was where
when you scared them.
I scared the fuck out of them. Like, that was where I don't know. You'd have to go back to one of our other.
Yeah, I know the one. It's the I can hear movement over there. Yeah, it's the military base one.
Yeah, go back and have a listen to that one, and you'll hear the story. But that's where we were working up in the state forest there. Yeah, fucking classic.
I love hearing about stories where people like you in particular, and very few people do this, but they really sort of challenge the status quo and authority figures.
Oh yeah.
Because other people like me would be, we just wouldn't even think to do that, or that you could do that. You know, it's just such a different way of thinking, which I really like.
Yeah. Rather backwards.
Scaring the army.
Rather backwards, isn't it? Like rather backwards. Yeah. Like oh.
Oh,
Yeah. I don't know.
I love it.
I don't know. Now that brings me to no, that's okay. I was just thinking about saving the world again. Yeah, something real clever about rates and strikes.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Not,
We don't do political talk.
No, we don't do political. We do not do political. Nope.
Someone asked me if I'd heard about some Nazi march or something down in Melbourne, and I said no. She said, you haven't heard of it? It's a big thing. I said, I don't watch the news purposefully. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I couldn't be fucked marching unless it's to pay less rates. Then I'd march. You know what I mean? Like, but apart from that, I don't know. You got to do it. You got to do at least one in your life. You know what I mean? Any government for something.
I've never
something
like. Nah, not for me.
Yeah, we did a few when I was a kid, but
rather be at home and chill out in my bed.
Yeah, I know.
I can definitely sense something moving behind us. You know?
Wondering whether that fucking sound was on there. Like it was a good sound. I heard it. I went, ooh. And I don't think it was a bird. It was a single call. It was a single boop.
That sonic sound we picked up on the last video was pretty cool too. And they're known to use like sonar rays. I think the dolphins and whales use sonar, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh well. Yeah, electrical. Current. Yeah, electrical. They got that ability to not. I don't know. Here's not quite the right word. Feel the electrical energy in. And it's acoustic as well, you know what I mean? Like they send out acoustic energy and it'll bounce off something and return back, and then they can perceive the length of distance it takes for the time for that acoustics to reach that and come bounce back, and they'll know exactly how far it is away from them.
That makes sense to me, that could be an audio manifestation of when they come in and scan your body. So at the moment, I'll just let you know, I can feel that I am being, and you probably too, but you're not so much a feeler. So I get this full body heat, but it's a nice calming warmth. It's very different to if you've ever had hormonal hot flushes. They sort of just make you a bit like, oh my God, I have to go sit down, lie down, cool down, calm down. It's not like that. It's different. It's just like a full body warmth that I experience when I'm doing healings with clients too. So that's what I can feel right now. Which is more pleasant.
Yeah, I can feel this rock under my ass. Ooh, it's hurting. Give me the shits, actually. Like, oh, fucking. Yeah.
Why are you sitting on a rock?
I don't know.
Did
No,
you
I'm
just
not.
realise that?
No. Well.
Well, do you want a pillow?
No, I'm all right.
Right.
I'm good now. I've shifted it. See, now I get that relaxing.
Nice.
So down here by the edge of this of this little lagoon. Sorry, I keep fucking thinking there's fucking something there.
Yeah.
But a little something living here, I can tell you right now, like using this little bank here as its home turf.
What do you mean?
Well, like
Oh, yeah.
here, like you can see this hollowed out bit and then this
Yeah.
edge here.
Yep.
But you can also
Whoa.
you can also see a little entrance
Oh, yeah.
in there that they probably yabbies, freshwater yabbies, they come through and scour this edge for little bits of titbits. But yeah, you can see oosh, you can see where I've stepped. Oh, you can't at the moment, but well, we'll take a while to settle that, but that will leave a distinctive print that you won't be able to tell it's a foot, but you'll be able to tell that there's something been there. Bit of a dumpy action. See if I can get some noise out of this.
Whoa.
Ooh. Ooh. It's a beauty. That just fucking resonates. Oh, that's a beauty. There's a rub mark.
There is too.
Oh, it's a rub mark.
Yep.
Right.
Huh.
That's a rub mark. That's not
Yeah.
that's not look, you can see it's been through the fresh fire through here. You can see very clearly there's nothing touched any of these. But here, this is a rub mark. This is worn. This is fucking worn.
We saw that in Kagari, didn't we?
Yeah, but look at that. That's a worn patch.
Yep.
Could be a scent patch. It could be a
Wow.
come down to the water to take a bath, have a drink. Like, look at it. Let your family know that you've been there,
Yep.
and off you go. I don't know, but that's a rub mark. It's not, and it's worn down in depth. It's
Yeah,
not
it
just
has.
one rub. You know what I mean? Like, that's perpetual, that's continual rubbing. And there's nothing here to rub it. Fucking nothing.
No. That's fine.
Look, have a look. The depth of the, you can see the layers of wear
Yeah.
through here that show that that's not a single rub. That's perpetual rubbing, that is.
Wow.
Yeah, smooth as silk.
That is funny.
Yeah. So you want to go have a quick look over there.
Yeah. You have to be careful of snakes.
Oh yeah,
This
yeah,
their
this is
track.
where this is where you got to be real fucking careful, you know, like you got to have your eyes peeled when you're coming through this sort of
them go in it then. Oh, that's interesting.
Right, so you talked about seeing
Structures.
Now, Leah,
Wow.
there's a snap.
And these look, I'm just going to say, they look intentionally laid on this. They're known to leave like an A-frame like this as well.
Well, if I'm coming down the creek, right, I'd be sitting here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
True.
in the shade.
It's a lovely
like,
view.
I'd be sitting here in the shade,
Oh, yeah.
you know, off the track a bit.
Oh, things are prickling me.
And that's a snap there.
That is a snap.
You know, we look at these snaps and we go,
Like, that's a snap.
yeah, that's a snap. That's a snap. And
I can see, can you see that one right through there as well? See if I can get a close-up of it.
oh, over here.
Yep.
Oh, there's 3. Looks like they've been broken off.
3. Funny,
Yeah.
there was 3 last time too.
Yeah. Can you zoom right into that, or do you want to?
Yeah, I've got it on here.
Wow. Now look. Oof. Now look at this. Right. Well, that's a fresh snap. That's a beauty. That's a freshie, right? Now, there's 2 older ones there too.
And behind you, there's a thicker one that snapped.
Oh yeah, big one there.
Yep.
Yeah, another big one there. Well, it seems to be a lot of snappage in this area here. And the thing is, as you can see with this, I'll get it again, sorry, I don't know how to fucking zoom out. How do you zoom out?
You do that.
Okay, hang on a sec. Let me put down old Dumpy. Sorry everyone. Oh yeah, there we go, that's better. Alright, that's where that is. As you can see, nothing has fallen on that and made that snap. Right, nothing. It's just snapped, like for clean snappage. Yeah? Nothing has come along, fallen and snapped on that. And it's strange that there's 3 and they're older. It's not like it's all occurred at one point, like the wind's just howled through and snapped them. You know, like that. You can see you know, they're older. They were snapped and, you know, there's the old branch from it. And nothing has fallen on it to break it. It's not like naturally it's just broken. There's another one over there. Right. Look, I don't know how to fucking zoom in now. Oh, there we go. Another one there. See that? Clean snap. Yet again, nothing. I can see there's the branch, man. There's the tree. Alright, and see how it's got all the pine needles on that, still on that, the nettles on that tree. Says that it was alive when it got broken. You know what I mean? If that was empty of needles, then it could have just broken off through age. But the fact that, and the same as with this one, it's the same. This other one here, this one's the same too. It's full of nettles, which says it was alive when it was broken. You know what I mean? And yeah. Oh, this is fucking hectic. And here's this fucking section again. Like, here's this section where we were sitting.
The more we walk these hidden paths, the more we realise the land itself is alive with memory. Every sound, every ripple, every glance from the unseen reminds us we're not alone here. The hairy man, the birds, the water, the trees, they all carry messages for those willing to listen. So as you leave this moment with us, take the reminder that you too are woven into this web of life, and that magic is always closer than you think.